Morning of day 3. Not sure if that you can see that in the camera, but it's a balmy -12, and we've had about 2.5 inches of fresh snow, which won't make the trek out any easier, that's for sure. And the slush may be even worse, but we'll see. It's we got the door of the tent open because we got just excellent quality firewood.
It's hot in here.
Super dry jack pine and black spruce, and it's just burning so well. So I got the door open just to keep it comfortable, and just wanted to show you the end of the smokestack. It's snowing here, so you'll see some snow coming into the footage here, but it's invisible. The burn is so efficient, and because it's mild at -12, there's not even any steam or water vapor, because the heat plume is just rising up and the vapor is dispersing, so you can't see it. So that's what a super clean burn looks like. It's essentially invisible. Well, let's see what kind of snow we got overnight here. I think we got somewhere between 2 and 3 inches. Let's go out to the lake, see what we got. It's about 10:45. We've been lollygagging around. We got an easy haul out on our last day, day 3. And here's our lake. Lots of snow. I managed to put a snowflake on the lens. Sorry about that. Just what we need. More snow to put more weight on the ice to create more slush. Well, hopefully our packed toboggan trail, snowshoe trail coming in is still slush free, and we can haul our sleds over that efficiently. Packing up. It's part of my style to always conserve the processed wood. Storing it on the ground like this is not optimal. I plan to be back later this winter, so I will be able to retrieve this piled on an old stump where I know it's going to be. But I'll show you the better way to store wood. I ran out of storage space for this stuff, so I'll walk over and show what I like to do and what I like to promote as good tripping style. The processed wood I've got stacked up above the snow with cross runners through branches, and I'm hoping that will actually be able to be sustained through several seasons should I not return for a while. I have done that on other campsites, and I found that the cut split wood that I stashed a few years ago was high and dry. If it's on the ground, it's going to get soaking wet, and you never find it in the snow anyway. And the other thing that's very important to do is to stack your poles. And we've come back sometimes, I think the one time we came back 8 years to a site we'd been to, and our stacked poles were still there, dry as a bone, and ready for more fire. So I think that's a really important thing to do. It's respect for the forest, respect for the resources that you're harvesting, and it's just a good style to adopt, in my opinion. Hi folks, we're packing up, and it's time now to pack up the stove, but it's still burning and hot. So one of the techniques you can use is to shovel it out with a shovel that fits in. If your shovel does not fit into your stove, you can use you get a piece of flat wood and you reach in with your stove gloves on and scrape the embers into the shovel and carefully take them out and dump them, and keep doing that, and the stove will cool down enough where you can then usually disconnect the pipe quickly and grab it with your gloves and take it outside. So I've gotten the door out of the way here. And there. Now, I should also mention that if it's very cold, you can put your processed wood in a pile and dump this on top of it, and it'll create a roaring fire very quickly, and that's a hand warming fire for when it's really cold when you're packing up. Right now it's only about -10, we've been in for 3 days and it's very mild to us, so we're not even going to bother with the hand warming fire, but that's an extra skill to keep in mind when you're really camping cold. Now with these gloves I can sort of deal with that. Pop it over here. I plan to come back to this spot later in the winter when lake trout season opens. So I just want this out of the way because I'll probably camp in the same spot. And you would be amazed at how quickly these stoves will cool down once you get most of the embers off. I think one more scoop and it's still pretty hot, but one more scoop and then I can probably use my gloves to disconnect the pipe. Or I could sit there and let it cool for a bit, do other chores. Because essentially the fire's out of it now, except for a few extra embers in there where I'll have to dump the stove upside down to get out. I think I'll let this cool for a couple minutes, and I can easily just grab the first pipe segment, just pop it out, grab the stove with my glove, take it and shake it out. So I'll just let that cool for a couple minutes, and probably start taking the pipe down. All packed up and ready to go. Woolman's out in front of me, breaking some trail. I took a little longer to pack up. And we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we won't run into killer slush pockets. So it was a great camp, only 3 days, but it was just great. About -10 right now, relatively balmy. Better get hauling. I'm hauling out. Woolman's just ahead of me a bit. We got a bit of a snowstorm today. Started last night. Hauling with the snowshoes on for sure. There's slush all over the lake. Good part of the lake I think is actually covered in slush. So these snowshoes are essential to keep us floating. There's the end of the lake. Woolman's just up ahead of me. I was the slow one this morning, so he's out breaking trail. Made it to the end of the lake. Man, we got a lot of snow. We must have about 4 inches now. That was tough going. I'm glad Woolman's feeling very energetic. He's out in front. He's in better shape than I am right now. And he's breaking trail through that 4 inches of soft, fluffy new snow. Well, that's probably enough filming for this trip. I'm not going to get the sled haul done if I keep gabbing away. Northwestern Ontario Boreal Forest. That's the place to be in the winter for me.